When emergencies strike, supermarket shelves can empty fast. Having your own food garden is a powerful way to protect yourself and your family. You don't need a big yard or lots of money. Even city dwellers can grow enough to help during tough times. Urban survival gardening is about making smart use of the space you have. Gardening for survival builds skills and confidence. You learn to rely less on stores and more on your own hands. Each time you plant a seed, you add a layer of security. Fresh food also tastes better and provides more vitamins and minerals than canned or packaged food. Starting to garden may seem scary, but you don't have to do it all at once. Begin with a few easy crops. As you learn, you'll discover the joy of eating what you've grown. Survival gardening isn't just a hobby, it's a skill that helps you thrive no matter what. If you're ready to take control of your food future, this guide is for you. Let's get started on the path to self-reliance and health. Ashley is a prepper who lives in the city. She started her survival garden in a small apartment with just a few pots on her balcony. Over time, she learned what works and what doesn't. Now she grows enough food to share with her friends and family. Her story proves that anyone, anywhere, can become a survival gardener. Ashley began with no experience. She watched videos and read books, but most of her learning came from digging in the dirt. Every mistake was a lesson. She learned the hard way that some plants need more sun, while others can grow in shade. She also found that certain crops are easier than others for beginners. Ashley shares her tips with other urban preppers. She says, "Start small. Don't try to grow everything at once. Focus on a few easy crops and learn what they need." Her simple advice can help you save time and get better results. She also loves to swap seeds and gardening stories with her neighbors. If Ashley can succeed with only a balcony and some buckets, so can you. Her journey shows that survival gardening is about attitude, not just space or money. Choosing the right seeds is the first step to a great garden. Look for seeds that are labeled organic if you want to avoid chemicals. Organic seeds often come from strong, healthy plants. You may also see seeds labeled heirloom or hybrid. Heirloom seeds are old varieties that can be saved and planted again. Hybrid seeds are bred for disease resistance or bigger harvests, but you can't save their seeds for next year. It's smart to pick a mix of different kinds of seeds. This is called genetic diversity. If one crop fails, another may do well. Diversity also keeps your soil healthier and helps prevent garden pests from spreading. Avoid planting only one type of vegetable. Instead, try a few different varieties, like 2 kinds of tomatoes or 3 types of beans. Ashley recommends buying seeds from trusted companies and swapping with friends. Always check the back of the seed packet for planting instructions. Some seeds do best when started indoors. Others can go straight into the soil. Remember, seeds are the foundation of your survival garden. Take time to pick good ones, and you'll see the benefits at harvest time. When planning a survival garden, pick crops that offer lots of food with little effort. Beans and peas are top choices. They are easy to grow, packed with protein, and help fix nitrogen in the soil. Potatoes are another favorite. They're filling, high in calories, and grow well in buckets or bags. Squash, like zucchini or butternut, gives you big harvests from just a few plants. Don't forget about tomatoes and peppers. Both can be grown in pots and produce for months. They add color, flavor, and vitamins to your meals. Onions are simple to grow and store. Strawberries are a fun treat. They do well in small containers and give you fresh fruit in just one season. If you have a small yard, try sweet corn. It does best outdoors and can be planted in blocks. Corn provides energy and is great for trading with neighbors. Each of these crops was picked for being easy, productive, and useful in emergencies. Start with 3 or 4 crops your family loves to eat. As you gain confidence, add more types to your garden each season. So here's the deal. Space is not a barrier to survival gardening. You can actually grow a lot in a little. Buckets, old tubs, and food-safe containers all work pretty well. Just drill some holes for drainage, fill them up with good soil, and you're set. Place these containers on balconies, patios, or even sunny window ledges. Heck, some people even use shopping bags or recycled plastic bins for planting. Vertical gardening is a great trick for tight spaces too. Use shelves, hanging pots, or even a shoe organizer to grow herbs, lettuce, or strawberries. You can stack pots on top of each other for a tower garden. Many crops like beans and peas will grow upward, which really saves on floor space. When you're growing indoors, go for crops that need less light, like lettuce, spinach, or mini tomatoes. Put them near south-facing windows, or use grow lights if you've got them. Just keep your indoor plants watered, but don't let them sit in soggy soil. And here's a tip from Ashley. Start with what you have. An old bucket can grow a lot of potatoes. A window box can grow greens for salads. Every bit of space can help you feed your family. Good soil is the secret to healthy plants. If you're just starting out, it's a good idea to buy potting soil. Look for organic brands if you can. Avoid using soil from your yard unless you're sure it's safe and clean, since honestly, city soils often have chemicals or trash that can harm your plants. Compost is like black gold for gardeners. You can buy it, or even make your own from kitchen scraps and old plant material. Stuff like eggshells, coffee grounds, fruit peels, and dead leaves all break down into rich compost. Just spread a thin layer on top of your soil to feed your plants naturally. After you harvest, don't toss away old stems or leaves unless they're diseased. Chop them up and mix them into the soil. This adds nutrients and keeps your soil healthy year after year. Ashley's rule is, feed the soil, and the soil will feed you. Healthy soil really does make gardening easier, and your harvests bigger. Legumes, like beans and peas, are powerful helpers in your garden. They actually take nitrogen from the air and add it to the soil, which is huge because nitrogen is a key nutrient that helps plants grow leafy and strong. Most veggies need plenty of it, but chemical fertilizers can get expensive, or, hard to find if there's an emergency. When you pull up old bean or pea plants, cut them at the base and leave the roots in the soil. Those roots hold nitrogen-rich nodules. This green manure feeds the next crop you plant in that spot. You can even plant beans and peas along with corn or squash for a system called companion planting. Ashley plants beans every season. She says, "They're easy, they feed my family, and they keep the soil strong. It's a win-win." Try growing legumes in containers or garden beds, and you'll see your other crops benefit. Remember, healthy soil grows more food. Let legumes do the hard work for you. Growing your own food is great, but honestly, storing it is just as important. Potatoes are one of the easiest things to store. Just brush off the dirt, don't wash them, and keep them in a cool, dark place like a cupboard, garage, or basement. Spread them out so they don't touch, and check for soft spots every week. Beans and peas can be dried. Just leave the pods on the plant until they turn brown, then shell and store the dry beans in jars or bags. Squash and onions do best in a cool, dry space with good airflow. Tomatoes can be frozen, canned, or even dried in the oven for later use. Strawberries don't keep long, but you can freeze them or make jam. Peppers? Just chop and freeze them for soups and stews. Always label your stored food with the date, so you use the oldest first. Ashley's advice is, don't wait until you harvest to think about storage. Have boxes, jars, or bags ready before you pick your crops. Growing different crops is just smart gardening. It helps stop bugs and diseases from spreading, and it makes your harvest a lot more reliable. Try out new vegetables each season. This teaches you what grows best in your space and what your family actually likes to eat. Rotate where you plant crops each year. Don't put tomatoes in the same spot every time. Changing locations helps keep your soil healthy and prevents problems down the road. Mix in compost or old plant material before planting. This feeds the soil and helps crops grow stronger. Ashley says, every garden is different. The more you try, the more you learn. Mistakes are totally okay. They're part of the journey. Start small, keep notes, and ask other gardeners for advice. Your survival garden will get better every year. With each season, you'll build the skills and confidence to feed yourself no matter what comes your way.